Parking on campus seems to be pretty crowded in the K lot, which is pretty inconvenient for a lot of people, I feel like, but that also seems to be the only option. So it's not usually too bad in terms of finding a parking spot as long as you get out there early enough, but it is kind of difficult just in terms of distance you have to walk to get to your car.
I think the parking situation on the campus of University of Kentucky is bad to say the least. I feel like it needs a lot of work. The new president to come in is really emphasizing new dorms being built or tearing down old ones and restoring them. And some of the available space that was used for parking is now gone due to the construction of these new dorms. It's going to be available within the next couple of years or 2 to 5 years.
Parking on campus, I see it, sometimes it can be an inconvenience, but I guess it is something that has to have guidelines. So I guess inconvenient, but it is needed.
Mathews Garden is located on 660 South Limestone behind the Mathews house. The garden, along with the house, was designed and built by Clarence Mathews, the first dean of the College of Agriculture, in 1900. Clarence Mathews maintained the garden until his death. After his death, his daughter, Ruth E. Mathews, tended the garden. She sold the house, including the garden, to the university in 1968 and lived in the house until her death in 1986. In Ruth's book, 660, The Story of a House in a Garden and the Family That Loves It, Ruth recalls growing up in the Mathews house. She talks about the variety of plant life, including red buds, tulip poplars, white pines, linden, hackberry, wild cherry, spruce, and serviceberry, many of which can still be found in the garden today. She also talks about allowing students to use the garden as a study tool, much like the students majoring in biology do today. In mid-2012, plans to demolish the Mathews house and garden were put in place by the College of Law for a new teaching facility. The garden would be made into extra parking space.
Mathews Garden has been around for a long time, and one of the beautiful things about UK's campus is that we have so much green space. So in all honesty, despite the parking problems we are encountering on campus, I don't think Mathews Garden should be eliminated, because it's just kind of a part of UK's campus. It's a beautiful place for students, faculty to go and relax, and I feel like it's necessary to keep the open nature environment that UK's campus kind of has.
Personally, I feel like if it can be saved, I would want to just maintain the garden, because I believe that it can add to, just the personality of the campus overall, besides just a dull gray parking structure.